AJA Video Systems, proud supporter of Just Seen It, offers a wide range of professional acquisition and post-production solutions. Learn more at aja.com/PTV. Jiro is a young boy who dreams of flying. As an adult, he designs fighter planes for World War II. But as he falls in love, his dreams quickly change. In The Wind Rises.
Hi, I'm Sean.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Rachel. And we're here to discuss The Wind Rises. We've all just seen it. Sean, what do you think?
This is from Hayao Miyazaki, who, of course, is the revered Japanese animated director. He made My Neighbor Totoro and Spirited Away, among so many other films. It was announced he was going to retire, so this was going to be his last movie. Then he sort of rescinded that, so I'm not sure if this is going to be his last movie or not. But if it's his last movie, it's a wonderful movie to go out on. It's very poignant with these themes about purity and the purity of dreams and creation, and it's a terrific movie.
What's the point of even sitting here and reviewing this? Yeah, right. Is what I want to know.
Are you trying to say that what I just said was crap?
No, what you said is
like
great.
It.
Okay.
We all like it. We all like it, though.
I think it's very hard to not like this movie. If you don't have patience to sit and watch a very thoughtful animated film, then you're not going to like it. But it's about a really charming, idealistic, good man main character. With flaws, but like the flaws aren't enough to make you dislike him, and
Sure.
he's relatable, and it's all about his love of planes, his love of engineering, his love of this woman, and everything draws you in. I mean, I was sobbing by the end of this movie, and I can't say that for a lot of movies.
I wasn't sobbing, but I will say it's got a lot of powerful themes, sort of like what Sean was saying, which is that this is a movie about artists, in a way, people who create. And it's talking about creation and the responsibility of creation, and, here are characters creating these planes, which end up being used, they're weaponized. Well, how much of this is the dreamer, and then how much of this is the sellout, and how responsible are you for what you make? The director is maybe thinking that too, and this is a very socially conscious film.
And it's very careful about its storytelling. It's actually has garnered some controversy in Japan because this is a fictional story, but it's rooted in real life. There actually was this man, and he actually did create airplanes that ended up being used in World War II and were killing us and were killing Japanese. And so there's a bit of a controversy around that. But I found the film was very careful about the way it approached that, and it approached it in a sincere way. It did talk about, it's not about the usage, it's about the design.
Don't let the impact of what you design affect the design.
Exactly.
Essentially.
And his influences were not ones of hate or war or violence. They were ones of...
He wanted to create a beautiful dream,
Exactly, yes.
電子der Zutritt verboten. Guten Tag. ユンカーサーカスに見学の許可が取ってあります。あなたの仕事場を見せてください。ここは機関士の持ち場だ。素晴らしい飛行機ですね。Das ist unser Stolz. すごいな。見事だ。
Even though the subject matter is about this creation that does take a dark turn, they bring it back to universal themes about his love. And what you were talking about, how you were sobbing through it, there is some old-fashioned melodrama there that might have people complaining too. I don't know.
But they shouldn't.
They shouldn't because, well, here's the reason they shouldn't. Because it's so well handled.
Yes.
I mean, the writing here is about as good as you're going to see in any movie, whether it's animated or not. He just handles all of that extremely well.
I love the details, which is partly a graphical thing, but it's partly the way he writes. He's got, these things where you're watching, their little wooden shoes and stuff, and you're like, oh, that's different. And, and then later on, the same character has these fancy shoes, and you're like, oh, he's changed. And then there's places where they're showing, the different engineering instruments, and they're using technical terms, which is something that I think a lot of American films shy away from, because we don't want to scare people off. But it's nice.
You want an alienated audience, but it helps it become more authentic, the script and the storyline. If you talk about details, the details of the animation, Studio Ghibli is known for just gorgeous, picturesque animation, but specifically, it's a film called The Wind Rises, and the wind is beautiful, and you can see the wind and its impact on the grass and in the sky, but you have the reflections of the plane, which are gorgeous, then just these little details of the animation that makes you think, oh, it just draws you in even more.
I love every time that they're showing a painter or someone drawing, and you're zooming into the paint and you can see the texture on this person's paintbrush. Or, when Jiro's writing out his engineering, the different mathematical equations, you zoom in and you're seeing the lead, the graphite on the paper, which is just details we don't always see.
In some ways, the human drawings, the drawings of human people, almost spoil it in a little way. I mean, you have to tell a story and you have to have human characters. Right. And so, of course, I'm absolutely fine with that. But
they look so cartoony.
They look so cartoony compared to everything. I mean, some of the backgrounds, grass or skies or buildings, I thought I was looking at a photograph. I mean, they're just so richly detailed and so beautifully drawn that it's just, and the story is so enveloping that the combination of the two, it's just quite an achievement.
Never seen a Miyazaki film that I didn't like, and The Wind Rises just adds to the perfect track record. See it.
This is a smart, thought-provoking film from a master animator. See it.
The Wind Rises deserves its Oscar nomination for Best Animated Feature, and you know what? It should win. See it.
Cheers!
Cheers!
To wind everywhere.
To rising.
And dreams.
Frozen, let it go, because this, The Wind Rises, is the best animated film of 2013.
Let it go, let it go.